Hello, YouTube freaks. I know I've been popping out these videos like crazy, but we still got a lot to get through. I got my final tomorrow, so you know how it is. We got 2 hidden units with ReLU activation, and there's a heart beside here. You know why, I know I'm a little cheeky. I know I get a little cheeky at times, but everyone knows why. Like, if you've used ReLU activation, you know why there's a heart there, okay? And you know why there wasn't a heart beside, God, I don't even remember his name. He's like my ex, essentially, the Sigmoid. But anyway, we're going on with it. Same sort of deal here, same sort of information. And I'll kind of show you how it's different. So your first job, as per usual, is you have your Zs. So you have Z of 1. And you got to remember, we got two shishkamabobs happening here, okay? I don't want to hear nothing about it. Like, I know the last time with the Sigmoids, we started with 1. We started with 1 hidden value, and then we went to 2. And now we're jumping all the way to 2. And you might think I'm a little too fast, okay? All right? And you know what? Speed is key in this world. Like, you gotta be fast. Not necessarily in bed, I've heard. But I keep on breaking records nonetheless. What can I say? I got like fish to catch or whatever that meme is. Okay, so anyway, these right here are the linear combinations of input X with the weights and biases for each hidden unit, okay? Your ReLU activation function is A is equal to maximum and subject, I guess this would be the subject, of 0 and Z. So we apply these to each. So like you could write K, and then K equal to 1 and 2. And then you find, this is kind of different. You find this. No, wait, this isn't different. What am I saying, guys? Put a dislike under this one, will ya? So you got your whatever. By the way, I can't see dislikes, but I'm assuming they're I can't find the right word now. Not rare is what I'm trying to say. Okay. 1.47 A subscript 2. So this is that, and that is that. Okay? So very, very similar to how we were originally doing it, except it's slightly different. You have your 3 cases, like previously. You have your case 1, which is X is equal to 0. Again, you just have to look up here and find your other 2 cases, and then obviously case 2, X equals 0.5. Case 3, X equals, I like how 2 equals X equals 0.5. That just isn't very, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But anyway, I've fixed it. So those are our 3 cases. So we'll just solve for case 1, and then we'll be done. And then we'll kind of understand what this graph will look like. So we've got our 2 Zs here. We got this Z and we got this Z, and we're using them for case 1, case 2, and case 3. But obviously, depending on what we plug in, it'll change because that's our X, right? So we have X of 1 is equal to negative 0.87 plus 1.740. All right. And then we have A1 equals maximum of 0 or negative 0.87. So clearly here, clearly here, this is larger than that, right? 0 is larger than negative 0.87. So our A1 is equal to 0. Okay. And how we found that, how we found this here, I wonder if it's actually in the notation. Yeah. So max, what am I looking at here? Why am I looking at? Oh, okay. Sorry. Please allow me to explain. My bad. So this right here, this Z of K, that is this solved situation. I don't know why I had a brain buffer there. This 0 is always there. For some reason, I thought this solved to 0 because we put a 0 in here. That's my bad, y'all. And then we have Z of 2, which is equal to 0.43 plus 1.36, 0, which solves to be 0.43. And then this time it's actually different, right? Because it's max of 0 and 0.43, I think it was. Yeah. And then that goes A2 is equal to 0.43 because we're always picking the highest one. Therefore, y hat is equal to 0.37 negative, less 2.07 times 0 plus 1.47 times 0.43, and that gives obviously 0.37 plus 0.6321, which is approximately, okay, 1.00. And so that's our data point right there. This graph is going to give you something like, you know, you have your dots here. It's going to give you something boop, boop. At least that's what I believe so. And you're going to have to excuse me while I double check that. You're going to have to excuse me while this loads. It's taking a little bit of a while here. Might not ever happen, actually, now that I think about it. We might just be sitting here, you and I, in this intimate space. Yep, I was correct. So it is like that. So so whereas the sigmoid was a little more like squishy, this one's like straight lines here. So that is the 2 hidden units with ReLU activation. And for all those saying it's ReLU or, you know, ReLU or anything like that, I got news for you, buddy. Okay, you meet me outside. We'll see what, we'll see who's talking. I'm kidding, by the way. Please do not meet me outside. Okay, I will catch you in the next video. Thank you for watching.